Good morning. Today, I am Dr. Kanucharan Patro, radiation oncologist. Today, we are going to discuss about the radiology of diffuse astrocytomas. Let's understand about the diffuse astrocytomas. Diffuse astrocytomas are low-grade tumors and classified as a WHO grade 2 tumors. There is why it is called diffuse? There is no definite border between tumor and the normal brain tissue. Even the borders appear well marginated in imaging. In 2016 update of WHO classification, there is a diffuse astrocytomas are synonymous with fibrillary astrocytomas. Protoplasmic astrocytomas previously is a grade 2 astrocytomas, now no longer is a separate entity, but gemistocytic astrocytoma remain a distinct subtype. IDH mutation status is critically important. It may be divided into IDH wild type and IDH mutated type. If IDH mutation not done or indeterminate significance, it designated as a IDH NOS. When you have to do an IDH mutation, you have to go for the 1p19 co-deletion status. If it is positive, if it is mutated or co-deleted, it is definitely oligodendroglioma, and this is a now classified as oligodendroglioma. So if you see the diffuse astrocytomas divided into, and in WHO 2016 CNS classification, diffuse astrocytoma IDH mutant, gemistocytic astrocytoma IDH is a different entity, IDH wild type, and IDH NOS. If you see the CT images of the WHO grade 2 tumors, this is looks like a hypodense lesions. You can see in the CT mostly looks like a hypodense lesions. Sometimes you may get some calcifications. It is mostly the oligodendrogliomas. You can see here in the plain scan. If you T1 weighted image, you can see here it is a totally hypointense lesion. In T2 or T1 contrast, there is no enhancement. If there is some enhancement, you will having the high grade tumor, but there is no enhancement. T2, you can see here, this is the hyperintense lesion, and T2 player, it may be heterogeneous or homogeneous in that area according to the IDH mutation or IDH wild. In perfusion scan, like unlike the glioblastoma multiforme, you can see here there is no hyperperfusion regional cerebral blood flow. Relative cerebral blood flow is not increased here, and this is the perfusion scan. You can see here this is no increase in the cerebral blood flow in the local area. Susceptibility to AT imaging, mostly we need to micro hemorrhages and all thing blooming, but here micro hemorrhages not there. And diffusion weighted image, there is no restricted diffusion. If there is high grade glioma, there is definitely restricted diffusion. If it is no restricted diffusion, you can see as hypointense area, and so if corresponding ADC map, you can see it's white in appearance. If you come to the MRS picture, there is a choline peak will be there, and no lactate peak, decrease in Na, and choline creatinine ratio you have to see. If choline creatinine ratio roughly around 1.5 to 2, it is regarded as a low grade glioma. If it is a high grade glioma, is more than 3 or 4, it is known as a high grade glioma. More choline peak in high grade gliomas. Here I want to tell about the radiogenomics of diffuse astrocytomas. You can see here, this is a sign called T2 player mismatch sign. In this T2 player mismatch sign, you compare with the T2 image and compare with the T2 player. There is a mismatch, maybe same or mismatch. If there is a mismatch, and if there is a high signals and if there is a margin of the tumor of hyperintensity seen in boundary, it is definitely IDH mutation. So any patient, if you go for the T2 and the T2 player mismatch sign, and having a rim along the periphery and hyperintense rim periphery, it is regarded as the T2 flare mismatch sign. Yeah, and it is mostly IDH1 mutation. Let's see an example. This is a T2, T2, and this is a T2 flare. If you compare these two images, there is a heterogeneity not exactly seen here exactly, and there is a clear peripheral hyperintense ring, and it is a IDH1 mutated. If there is a blooming with heterogeneous with blooming, more it is goes towards to the oligodendroglioma and as 1p19q co-related image. T2 flare mismatch sign with blooming, it is regarded as the oligodendroglioma. Let's see in this algorithm, if there is IDH mutant oligodendroglioma, T2 flare mismatch sign present. If it is 1p19q non-correlated, it is not present. You can see the texture, blooming location, and this is 1p19 correlated. So if there is a blooming and if it is maybe we have to divide into 1p19 q correlated and non-correlated. With T2 mismatch sign is there, you think that it is a IDH mutated glioma. If in diffuse astrocytoma classification, if you see, if there is, if you do the IDH mutation status, if it is mutated, if you're mutated, then if it is mutated and co-deleted, definitely it is a oligodendroglioma. Mutated but not co-deleted diffuse astrocytoma. If it is not defined, then it is a NOS. And if it is not mutated, it may be IDH wild type. So, or if not determined, it is a NOS. So, mutated, co-deleted oligodendroglioma, mutated, non-co-deleted diffuse astrocytoma, not mutated IDH wild type, not determined diffuse glioma with NOS. There is a other variant what I told before, it is called gemistocytic astrocytomas. Gemistocytic astrocytoma is a different entity, and we see the gemistocytic cells in the histology. In the gemistocytic host is a large cell with cytoplasm filled with eosinophilic material displacing the nucleus acentrically. It is important to other gliomas. Sometimes you can see the gemistocytes in the other gliomas also, but authors put a cutoff point of 20%. If it is more than 20%, it is gemistocytic, and if it is less than 20%, according to their either diffuse or fibillary, diffuse or oligodendrogliomas accordingly. And mostly it is located in the supratentorially and frontal lobes. You can see here gemistocytic astrocytoma as gemistocytic cells. If it is a 20% less, it is diffuse astro or oligodendroglioma. If it is more than 20%, it is a gemistocytic astro. But comparing to the other histologies, gemistocytic astrocytomas have a poor prognosis is not better. Thank you.